Imagine ripping down an open highway on a bike that's expected to deliver over 150 horsepower, a blistering 75 pounds-feet of torque, and a 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint in under 3.2 seconds. All while the MSRP might just surprise you when you see it. Now picture this machine going head-to-head with the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R and the Honda CBR 650R. That's exactly the kind of excitement Yamaha is aiming for with the rumored 2026 YZF R9, and today on Global Wheel Hub, we're diving deep into what could be the most talked about sport bike of the year. Whether you're a canyon carving enthusiast, a long-distance highway warrior, or just someone who appreciates cutting-edge Japanese engineering, this bike is likely to make waves in the US market. The Yamaha YZF R9 falls squarely into the middleweight sport bike category, a segment that's been heating up in America as riders look for bikes that are aggressive, agile, and sophisticated without being overkill. Unlike a supersport like the R1, the YZF R9 is built for versatility. It's designed to be a perfect blend of street performance and occasional track fun. For US riders, that balance matters because we spend as much time cruising 75 miles per hour on open highways as we do carving through mountain roads. Rumors suggest Yamaha is targeting riders who want high-performance handling, modern tech, and a bike that feels premium without completely breaking the bank. At the heart of the R9, industry insiders suggest Yamaha is likely to use a parallel twin engine configuration, rumored around 890cc to 900cc, engineered for a punchy mid-range and spirited high-end revs. Expected horsepower sits in the neighborhood of 150 to 155, with torque hovering around 75 pounds-feet, giving the bike that instant throttle response you crave. Transmission is almost certainly a 6-speed with a slipper clutch, ensuring smooth downshifts and maintaining rear-wheel stability on aggressive corner exits. For performance-minded riders, the expected 0 to 60 miles per hour time of around 3.2 seconds puts it in the same ballpark as the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, yet it's expected to feel a bit more forgiving and usable for daily street riding. Top speed could breach the 140 miles per hour mark, and fuel economy is likely to be around 40 miles per gallon, which is solid for US riders who want a balance between excitement and practicality. The fuel tank, rumored at 4.5 gallons, should give a comfortable range for both city commutes and weekend highway trips without forcing constant stops. Compared to its main US competitors, the R9 promises a sharper power delivery than the Honda CBR 650R and slightly more torque than the Ninja ZX6R at mid-range RPMs, making it a compelling choice for riders who value both performance and rideability. It seems Yamaha is not just chasing numbers, they're aiming for a balanced package that works on multiple fronts: straight-line acceleration, responsive handling, and a rider-friendly experience. Moving into features and technology, Yamaha is rumored to be packing the YZF R9 with premium gear that rivals bikes twice its price. Design philosophy appears to lean heavily on aerodynamics and aggressive styling cues borrowed from the R1, with sharp fairings, sculpted bodywork, and a stance that screams performance. LED lighting, including adaptive headlamps and DRLs, is expected to be standard, giving riders clear vision in urban environments and on nighttime highways. A full-color TFT display is likely, providing everything from speed and RPM to ride mode selection and smartphone connectivity. For the tech-savvy US audience, this could mean integration for navigation, calls, and music without taking your hands off the bars. Riding modes are expected to include Sport, Standard, and Rain, allowing you to tailor power delivery and throttle response depending on conditions. Traction control and ABS are standard, likely adjustable for those who want more control on track days. Cruise control is a feature that Yamaha insiders suggest could be included, which would make the R9 surprisingly practical for long-distance US highway trips, a segment often overlooked in middleweight sport bikes. Suspension is expected to feature USD front forks and rear monoshock, adjustable for preload and rebound, paired with dual front discs and a single rear disc, possibly Brembo branded, to deliver precise stopping power. Tire setup looks likely to be sport-focused, with sticky rubber for aggressive cornering yet still forgiving enough for daily rides. In terms of real-world usability, insiders suggest the R9 will perform beautifully across a variety of American riding scenarios. City commuting should be nimble and manageable, thanks to its light frame and responsive handling. On the highway, the bike's expected aerodynamics and torque should make overtaking effortless and sustained cruising comfortable. For canyon carving, Yamaha seems to have tuned the chassis for sharp turn-in and stability, giving riders confidence in both aggressive sweeps and tighter switchbacks. Long-distance touring could be surprisingly comfortable, especially with the potential inclusion of cruise control and a well-padded seat. While the YZF R9 is not an off-road machine, light gravel paths or backroad detours shouldn't pose a problem for confident riders. Pricing for the US market is expected to fall in a range that positions the YZF R9 as a premium middleweight option without reaching full supersport territory. Industry speculation suggests a US MSRP around $11,000 to $12,000. Which would place it slightly above the Honda CBR 650R but competitive with the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R. For American riders, this is key. It positions the R9 as a bike with high-end features and performance while remaining attainable, though dealer markups are always a possibility when anticipation runs high. In terms of value, if the performance and tech deliver as expected, the R9 could redefine what US middleweight sport bikes offer in 2026. So, should you wait or buy? The Yamaha YZF R9 appears ideally suited for intermediate to experienced riders who want a blend of daily usability and weekend thrills. It's likely not beginner-friendly, given the horsepower and torque, but it could be the perfect upgrade for riders moving up from a smaller middleweight or entry-level sport bike. For long US highway rides, it seems capable of comfortably handling 200-plus mile journeys, assuming the rumored ergonomics and seat comfort hold true. Maintenance expectations should be in line with modern Japanese sport bikes: regular oil changes, tire upkeep, chain maintenance, and periodic valve checks, while reliability is expected to be strong, reflecting Yamaha's solid track record in the American market. The final verdict: the 2026 Yamaha YZF R9, expected to launch in the US, has all the hallmarks of a bike that could dominate its segment. With anticipated high horsepower, sharp handling, modern tech, and a price point that punches above its weight, it's poised to be a favorite among middleweight enthusiasts. It promises versatility, excitement, and premium feel, all wrapped in Yamaha's aggressive sport bike DNA. For riders debating between the Ninja ZX6R, CBR 650R, or this expected R9, it might come down to the perfect blend of tech, style, and real-world usability. Would you pick this bike over its rivals? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's hear what the US riding community thinks. Don't forget to subscribe to Global Wheel Hub for the latest reviews, insights, and motorcycle coverage. This is Global Wheel Hub, where performance meets passion.